Oh man, I got my machine apart right now. Thinking about, well, I'm doing it, but I'm going to modify it again for Unraid and give it another try with Unraid. It's dark in here, so I turned my flash on, but 2950X underneath that cooler master, and that's the this right here. We'll zoom out a bit, but there's the triple rad, and I've got 3 fans going up there. If you look, there's another 3 fans up top there. It's got like a vent in case, I guess, if you're going down, but it's got the fans up in there, so that keeps it. And then full 8 sticks of RAM, 64 gigs. Okay, that slot there is going to be 1080 Ti 1. And then what I have in this slot here, which I don't have it locked down yet, I just put it back in, but that is the 4 USB ports. So it's got power, and then it's got these as external, or like add-on that you can extend out. I just want to make sure they're all plugged in. Really good, Paul, because there's like the 4 that it has, and then I ran another 4 down below in case I ever needed something with it. And then down below that, this one here is my little SATA controller. It's got 8 ports, but I actually only have 6 lines hooked up to them right now, and I've got them zip tied together nice and tight, all of them, because this in behind here is my other SATA controllers right in this section here. So, and then this is my, I'm assuming, bottom controller, port 1, port 2, 3, 4, and then this is top controller 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have them running out, so it's going to be this bottom controller here, 1 and 2, they actually go to these 2 Samsung drives here, and then 3 and 4, these 2 will go into the back to run some of the hard drives, and then these 2 here come forward and hook up to these 2. You can see I've got them even labeled, SATA controller 2-1, 2-2, controller 1-1, 1-2, and then again 3 and 4 go out, where this is just SATA controller 3, ports 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, I don't need them yet, and it's so many extra wires. Those are those XPG drives that I've been talking about. They are fast. They read and write like in the synthetic benchmarks at the speeds that they say. And then that's my 660p back in there. You can see 660p, and it does all right. Like, it's quick, it's going to work good. I'm going to use it as my Unraid cache. It should run really well. So again, these are the SanDisk 1 terabyte. This is a 2 terabyte, and this one's small. This is only 128 gig, but I'm going to find a use for it, maybe a cache drive, something along that line. The next video I take, I'll put the video cards in and deal with it, get the SLI bridge in. But like the cable management, I want black cables because there's just so many of them, especially when you're getting into like this level of stuff. But like, there's just so many out of that 1600 watt power supply, that EVGA, and you got USBs, you get all your front hookups, right? So it just, there's a lot of cables. There was some power wires up there and stuff too, but it's fairly well managed. And then once the cover's on, you won't really necessarily see that. It's got 3 input fans for the front, which I actually cut that whole side out because it goes against the back, and I don't want to restrict the airflow any more than it already is. And then, you know, the back side's always a crazy chaotic mess to get through. But this is what I end up with for SATA lines. So this is why I actually labeled them, right? So you can see all of the port numbers and everything, so I can make sure that those get hooked up the way that I want. And then these are my motherboard lines too that I can get hooked up, and I'll run them in there. And I've just got some SATA connector piggybacks there. But I'll do another video here and upload it after I've got it back together. And then I'm going to boot it up and load up Unraid and see if I can get a VM going. Once I have a VM going, if I can get it far enough along, I'll try and do a screen recorder with the camera and see how that works. But that's where I'm at right now, and just going through so many like SATA cables and connections and stuff with all the hard drives. But we'll get her, and then I'll take another video kind of just showing once it's all buttoned up.